Welcome back to a brand new Civ 6. The more daring of you might term it as a Civilization 6 video. We're back at it with Korea, the third game in 3 days. I haven't been this consistent with my upload since I was putting out 4 videos a day, like a year and a half ago at this point, my goodness. But we're back at it with the last leader of the Builder's Leader Pass, Sejong of Korea. Now, they neutered him, they absolutely massacred my boy. In Civilization 5, this guy's dick was the size of a goddamn forearm, alright? Now, they're still really strong, but it's mainly due to Korea's abilities, in my opinion. You have 3 kingdoms giving you science and food. The Hwaka's pretty good on defense. The Sejong allows you to plug in rationalism for every city, no questions asked. And despite that VIP club membership, the leader ability, it doesn't really do too much for you. I mean, late game, I guess you get like 1,000 culture, maybe 3 or 4 turns, which is fine, I guess, but overall not really the best leader ability. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm a dumbass. I mean, we already know how, I guess, the proper term would be neurotically deficient I am, but we'll see how good the Koreans are. Subtle city of Seoul, my capital's looking absolutely submissive and breedable, might I add. We're gonna go ahead and start planning districts. Actually, this is the type of neurodivergence I'm talking about. Why the hell would I plan districts now? We'll go double slinger into warrior into monument to set up an early defense, and hopefully for the first time since I started doing the leader pass with Theodora as well as Ludwig, we will actually get a nice peaceful game instead of me massacring the first civilization I find. Early game, I think the best thing to do is probably just to beeline the Sejong. I'll go animal husbandry first, just in case we have to get archery if we spawn near barbarians who are in all likelihood going to have man-at-arms by turn 15, or if we spawn next to someone like Macedon, or even worse, Babylon, my goodness. But we meet the mountain people of Tibet or Afghanistan, your choice. Governor-wise, of course, we're now going to take Amani, put her in Preslav, get us a little bit of exploration, use the deity extra units against them. I'm looking around at the start and the tiles look more fertile than an 18-year-old who decided condoms were an option. There's suzerainty of Preslav, giving us lots of really solid spots to place a city. My goodness, Preslav would be the perfect place for a campus if I wasn't playing Korea. That right there is big dick energy put into science, I guess, as we get a free builder. Probably the best thing we could have asked for early game. We're now going to send our KGB agent over to Cardiff to try to suckle as much map information as is possible. And we even meet Hong Kong right over here. Let's hope China isn't in this game. All 50 of them. Oh my goodness, how many civs are we meeting? I mean, Zanzibar is kind of a useless civ at this point, considering they're actually doing a one-city challenge surrounded by mountains. So, I mean, I'm actually a little interested. We'll wait till Cardiff is finished, but I want to see, do their units spawn outside of the city of Zanzibar or not? There's animal humpingry. Let's hope the furries don't get too influential this game, but we are going to need them just a little bit to get pastures. No, it seems actually Zanzibar's units, I don't know if you guys just saw that, but Zanzibar's units do actually spawn outside of the mountain, so getting suzerainty of them's a good idea. Bronze working's a really good technology in case we have to beat some faces in, you know, break a few international laws and stuff like that, by meeting other civilizations who have the audacity of spawning within 5 tiles of me. We meet Buenos Aires, and this time we don't actually get an envoy. We are making so much now, my goodness. I am the king of city-states right now, the big daddy. There's the first civilization we met. J of Armin, I haven't met this sexy individual, the daddiest of bodies, in a long, long time. Overall, we're going to Hong Kong right now, and then we probably don't even need Zanzibar at this point, maybe for the extra luxuries. But, yeah, there are some things I do want to say not related to this game, however. It has come to my attention that some dumbass decided that using my face to, I guess, push some sort of cryptocurrency or whatever is a good idea. Just went in the comments replying to people, hey guys, TheCivLifeR here, despite the fact that my name is clearly not TheCivLifeR. My profile picture and everything, trying to peddle some sort of cryptocurrency or something. Again, don't do that. I would never do something as heinous as that. Well, I mean, it depends on how much money they offer me, of course, but again, if I don't say anything in the video, that means the video isn't or the thing they're trying to peddle isn't sponsored, is essentially what I'm trying to say. Second thing is, a lot of people are talking about the different luxuries that they don't have, wondering what sort of witchery that they have to do in order to get it, like camels, bison, gold, Justin Trudeau, a lot of different stuff. It's from the extra luxuries mod. I completely forget what its name is, but it's something like, I mean, you guys probably would have read it. It has something with luxuries here. Sucrotex, next thrones, Vietnam, not another. It's a type of mod. Wow, another city-state envoy. I am positively flabbergasted as we are making like 50 gold per turn. Javarman is fairly close to me, so I think the best strategy to do right now is to maybe bring some of my warriors, bring some of these slingers back around as a sort of defense force. I already have almost everything explored, of course. Once we get Hunza, you know, put an envoy into maybe like Buenos Aires. What the hell do they need? A great merchant? You're funny. Vilnius wants me to train a galley. I'd rather spend that gold on useless stuff like OnlyFans and shit like that than give it to you, than give it to a galley. Barb's have been a nuisance, go fuck yourself. This guy's going to decide that seppuku isn't an option and so decides to kill himself by running into my slinger. We'll go early empire next, of course, trying to get as many cities as we possibly can, as we're doing right now in the capital of Seoul. After writing, we will probably end up going mining, irrigation, and then bronze working. Get everything we have a boost for, and then we'll keep this guy as a sort of a defense force, I suppose, just in case J. Varman wants to start shit. There's our first settlement on the continent of Atlantis, Yangsan. The goal is to sort of form a wall around Jayavarman so he can't steal any of my cities, and then I can settle the rest of the continent extremely easily. Also, the other thing— shut the fuck, Jayavarman, speak when spoken to. The other thing I want to oh my goodness, Saladin, just because of that hairdo and the drip you get— headgear and the drip you got going on, I will let you speak first. There's Hunza. Again, there's no— okay, well, we have to deal to Saladin in the west. Okay, what I'm trying to say is I want to start doing disaster saves again, so I'll link the Discord down below in the pinned comment. There's a whole channel where you can go and send your disaster saves, and I'm talking about actual disaster saves, not like, I guess, ones that are like somewhat savable and somewhat— I want like impossible games that make you want to tear your hair out before jumping out of a 3-story building. Send those disaster saves down below. I'll put it in the pinned comment, of course, as this is probably going to be one of the greatest Petra cities of all time. There are the dinosaurs' biggest ops that will actually give us an extra military unit, so I think I'm gonna go grab that right now. Oh, this is no bueno. This is really not good. Come on, Javarman, you don't want to settle here. This land is filled with undesirables. Like furries and pedophiles. Yeah, there you go. You know, don't come here. Don't come here, Javarman. Come on now. Oh, well, go fuck yourself, I guess. Put that city in the absolute worst position possible, as the AI tends to do. Now, the thing is, I am getting a golden age fairly soon, so I think what I might be able to do is if I could get just like this city over here with my next settler, which I will probably try to do right now, actually. Yeah, early empire, we're going to get the boost for that. We'll go craftsmanship, 440. We'll wait a little bit, I guess. We'll buy a settler, put one there, and then once we get the golden age, it's going to be perfect for us, because if he doesn't get a golden age, Angkor is just gone. There's irrigation, allowing us to farm the silk plantations we need, being able to trade it to the highest bidder, being, of course, Saladin, and then with that, I will buy a few settlers after I get the 6 population to get early empire. Pantheon time, baby. We could go fertility rites. I'm already feeling fertile enough, thank you. We could go Lady of the Reeds and Marshes. We do have a— that's probably a stupid idea now that I think about it. And being a stupid person, I know all about stupid ideas. City patron goddess, of course. Culture from plantations, not bad at all. None of this stuff is really good, so city growth rate 10% higher. I think overall is probably the better idea. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and get the city of Busan, allowing us to plug in colonization right now. And then here in Busan, I think the most important thing is probably going to be food. This builder over here, mining, get ready to chop that, and you're going to get ready to destroy the encampment. You might die. That is absolutely a sacrifice I'm willing to make. With our settler spam, we'll throw Pingala or Magnus, excuse me, into the city of Seoul. And there we are. Let's go ahead and wipe these guys off the face of the earth, giving us era score because that barb encampment was right outside the city walls. You could see it from Busan. And then from there, I think we go state workforce, trying to get that early PP as quick as possible. And now with the golden age, I think quickly I make friends with Saladin. I do not have to want to have to deal with his 100 flanking bonuses, as I take one in the mouth and the other in the rear. Use my gold to buy the settler that's going to go down there, unless of course he gets Pompeyed by that active volcano. And there is the classical era golden age. You absolutely love to see it. No, they're passing by, bro. We're just admiring the view. Unfortunately, he's in a golden age as well, which makes things a little bit more difficult, of course, but really not too much more we can do. Well, this is deity after all. I shouldn't be too surprised. We have bronze working. At the very least, we could get archers, build some... You guys know the drill at this point. In any case, let's go ahead and turn the people of Angkor Wat into a strange peoples only found in the history books. Mining-wise here, I think we'll chop out most of this settler, actually. I could probably just buy an archer or two. We'll go provision with Magnus. We'll go political philosophy, of course. Here now, you do that, you do that. Production's probably a little more important than the 500 gold per turn we're making. We're not at war with any city-states. We can't really get a bonus towards Buenos Aires. I think maybe getting Hong Kong on our side is our best bet. That's probably, yeah, we'll probably have to send a money to Hong Kong right now. Oh, never mind. That means we're now at war with Hunza, which is a little unfortunate. This guy seems to have that fuck around and find out promotion, so I think I'm just going to fuck off. We'll finally get this city over here. It's -1 loyalty, but it should be able to grow quickly enough. And then we get archers next turn, and the entire tide of the war does change. Major flood doesn't matter because we now have archers. God's gift to humanity. We'll go ahead and use those guys to turn the, what's this called, J of Armin into a distant memory. We'll go currency. I don't want to have to go like another domination type thing where the game's already over in like 5 or 6 turns. So I think I'm just probably going to do enough damage, probably burn this city so I can just get another city over there and just call it a day after that. Here in Busan, we'll be able to pick the prostate examiner out. That's huge for us. We will get another city to the west. Jeonju should probably secure this city for us just because, well, number 1, he's going to have to cross the water to do that. Number 2, we're going to grow so fucking fast. And yeah, just like this, these guys are going to be out of steam in no time. That should be an easy kill. No, of course he decides to survive by the hair on his nutsack. That's fine. We'll go ahead and chop out most of this settler. You can move up through there. I think what we could do now... No. Iron. We have iron, actually. That could be really huge if we want to get swordsmen. In fact, I think we're close to iron working. And we have an iron mine up there, so we could get the iron. I really think we could probably just go for some swordsmen against... but again, I really want to play this peaceful. I do not want to shoot up the FBI rankings draft by like 5 or 6 places. Let's be a little careful here. Again, I'm going to attack Angkor Wat. We'll just try to be as smart as possible here. We have more than enough cities right now. Speaking of which, we'll go ahead and get another city. Right now it's turn 60 and we're looking at 6 city. Nothing short of magnificent. There's political philosophy. I'm gonna go oligarchy and then switch into classical republic after I bash the J of Armins back into the Stone Age. We'll also go urban planning probably for extra production and then Ago-Gay to get units out a little faster. Angkor Wat is still not building walls, meaning the AI of course isn't a sentient being, as evidenced by the fact that if they knew anything about me, they would build walls the second I showed up to their doorstep. Little unfortunate of course, but really what are you gonna do? We have 25 combat strength in that city, which is a little difficult for us. No, you need to grow. You need to get as many people working as possible. And then here, I think we should honestly just go for a builder. Honestly, it's not as if they're going to be too big of a problem anymore. Oh, well, he decided to leave the city. As long as I kill him and he doesn't go back, I think it should overall be a net positive. Just because of the fact that the city is now undefended, pants down, prostate exposed. Huge city surrounded. They are still not deciding to build walls. Of course, this is just getting too easy, honestly, at this point. I don't even need swordsmen right now. You're going to just go down there. In this city, you are going to get yourself another builder. We are going to need amenities as quickly as possible. We'll get the tea from Saladin. We'll trade away our iron well below market prices. We'll go ahead and take Zanzibar because I'm fairly certain they give 2 unique luxury resources, should help the amenities quickly. And then Angkor Wat's just going to die, and then we'll have another city placement right over... Ooh, I might actually have to keep Angkor Wat. I think I keep Angkor Wat in this situation. Go Aerostorm. I am not at war with any city-states, which is huge. And again, I'm just going to play this as safe as possible. Alright, they decided to place a catapult in the city of Angkor Wat. Absolutely love the AI, building the worst possible unit for the job, as I misclicked so bad I hit Siberia. Doesn't matter though, we should be able to secure the city next turn with few to no casualties, and it looks like no is going to be the correct answer on this episode of Jeopardy! Let's see who needs a promotion. You can almost get one, and then you will get the honors of stealing Angkor Wat. It should be positive loyalty. It is positive loyalty, meaning we will keep it, even even though housing's going to be a little bit of an issue. Over here in Guangzhou, I think we just have to start spamming out builders everywhere, probably. Honestly, at this point, not building walls is tempting me. We're just probably going to switch over to ironworking and then just completely send them to another god. I don't want to trade my iron. I'll go ahead and trade Justin Trudeau over there. We'll buy a builder here, get that iron mine, get that boost, and we should have enough money to at least upgrade this guy to a swordsman, move in, and two-shot the city. That's going to be our Petra city on another continent. As of right now, it's going to be nothing short of pitiful and useless, but after we get the Petra, it might be our strongest city. Go fuck yourself, J.F. Armin. Preferably with a nightlight-shaped bug plug. They're gonna take the city of Mecca. There's really not too much I can do during the south. As long as we get the Petra city, we should be fine. Here in the city of Guangzhou, we'll of course get another builder. This city here is just going to get a mine and then probably farm while we get the Sia one. Get an iron mine there. Iron working in 2 turns. Let's go ahead and start moving the forces up. They are scrambling right now, just buying 3 units in like 1 turn. We'll pillage that to stay healthy. You attack, and you are going to show them exactly what dominance feels like. Over here, we'll get the... Ooh, yeah, we'll just get the farm. We're already making like 4 iron per turn. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put an envoy in Buenos Aires, and then I'm going to send Amani to Buenos Aires just to get exploration and attack them from the rear. You never want to get attacked in the rear, especially unprepared. Okay, well, I was unprepared for that, I suppose. He is starting to build walls, which does scare me a little bit. I think the smart way to play this right now is to play it a little slow. Here in Yongsan, I think it's actually time to get the Siawans. And then we could get an iron mine there just to help us out tremendously with that. That's fine. They have walls in the city now. That is also fine. That city's going to be mine soon enough. They are starting to do quite a large bit of damage. The good news is, though, I can upgrade you to Aristorm. I can turn you into a foreign memory, and you are... Probably just move up there, honestly. I gotta be a little careful here. Just gotta whittle down his military strength a little more. We'll get an iron mine. Once the Siawan's done, that'll start providing a lot more science as well. And then here we'll go horseback riding. Honestly, I don't even think I really have to take the city if I'm being completely honest. Yeah, sure, we'll do something like that. That's fine. If I could just do as much damage as possible and get a massive peace deal, I think that's more than enough. There's recorded history. We're just going to plug this in right now because, well, we're going to be getting a giant amount of campuses soon. How much to levy your military? 425. I don't know if I can get 425, or I cannot get 425 right now, unfortunately. That's okay, though. We're just going to back out for now, right? No need to press our advantage until we get the massive military Buenos Aires is built up. There's our first CO1 of the game. As you can see, we're just getting so much food and so much science. I would build the library there, but I think it's probably best for us to get that probably no need for the government plus, honestly. I already have like 90% of my settlers out. We'll get the library then and probably wait till we get feudalism, and then we'll start really builder spamming. Knowing the AI, what do you think they're gonna do in this situation? A, retreat. B, move into the line of fire at half health, or C, make a mad dash to the city where they know I have 3 archers waiting. The answer is A. Alright, he was somehow able to take out my archer despite the fact he had a little under 10 health. That's a little unfortunate. It's fine though, we're just waiting till we can levy Buenos Aires' military, and that's when we really start going off. It's time to levy the militias. There we are, giving me some much needed era score, and now I have 5 swordsmen, 2 archers, a catapult, and a heavy chariot. The heavy chariot's kind of just there for the appeal of it, but oh my goodness, they don't even take any damage. This is disgusting. It should be illegal, honestly, and I definitely feel like a war criminal right now. Make friends with Saladin, so he ignores my warmongering that's going on right now. And yeah, we're already number 2 in science per turn, and I haven't even really started this game, honestly. 9 cities by turn 86 should be well over 10 by turn 100, meaning this game should, if not over, then be essentially over. Petra is now available. We're just going to go ahead and get this started as quickly as possible. I want to buy a battering ram. I think we kind of have to buy a battering ram if we're going to keep going, meaning I will sort of have to ignore the Petra city's needs for a little while. There's the medieval era. We are now in a normal age. That's a little unfortunate, but considering that J.F. Armin's military has been dealt with, battering ram built, city-state levied, hotel travagoed, we are in an absolutely sensational position right now. I am going to use this guy as a little bit of a sacrificial lamb, if you will. A flood happened, so their walls have just been completely obliterated. That's A-okay in my book. Now, the question is, do I sit here and wait for the battering ram? I think the answer is yes. In fact, I think we should probably just start moving the rest of our forces west now, as he is in a dark age, meaning I should easily be able to keep all my gains. The catapult is still somehow alive. I don't necessarily what goes on in the AI's head, but I'm assuming not much. Let's go ahead and try to, well, okay, I don't want my grievances to be that high. I want them to be nice and low. The rest is fine. Let's see what happens here. All right, it seems Saladin's getting a little genocide going on his own. Let's go ahead and wipe out the walls. That's perfect. And, yeah, the city's just gone. I'm gonna take that. Swiper the fuck's that bitch. Do a little exploring with my swordsman. Keep this guy under siege just for the fuck of it. Get these amenities up. Again, they're really not doing much to the swordsman, and he isn't making enough signs to really pull ahead or anything. Let's finally wipe this city out. You are going to make your way there. This is 10 population, so we should easily be able to keep it. Secret Society-wise, as always, Owls of Minerva is just so consistent, so good. I want the entire load from that Owls of Minerva character. That's one way to say it, I suppose. I'll take Natural Philosophy, and I don't think we need Urban Planning. I don't think we need Ago Gay anymore, either. In fact, I'm an idiot right now. I should probably just go Classical Republic. Huge, giving us Natural Philosophy, allowing us to probably go Ilkum, and then go Great Scientist points are going to be huge, and then we could just do +2 influence points. Don't necessarily need the gold either. And yeah, let's go ahead and put the battering ram in position and turn this city-state into a distant memory. A little more exploration, since Angr Thum isn't going to be able to do any more than tickle us, and then these guys, you can move there and then promote to crew weapons, and we can actually just go to Angr Thum with the catapult, honestly. Then you can act like you're helping. Wants to make peace now, but the problem is I don't. It does seem like he is building a wonder, despite the fact his capital's about to be put under siege. Average Civ 6 experience, nothing to see here. I completely forgot that this swordsman had 10 HP. I don't know what the hell I was doing, honestly. There's no defense from that. It's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is, I suppose. There's feudalism. Serfdom's going to give us a massive advantage, as now we can use slave labor instead of paying the peasants and the like. We'll go ahead and take this city, even though it isn't very good. I mean, it's not as if I lose anything by just trying to keep... We could get man-at-arms. Nah. Already done enough damage right now. Keep the rest of these guys fortified. You could stay fortified, and you're probably gonna run. We'll heal up, and then we'll go for the city of Angr Thum together. Start moving in the now healed forces, which is looking extremely... It's a little dicey for us, but I will gladly use city-state units to achieve my objectives of world conquest. Hey, it seems he finally got his unique unit. That may have actually saved him now that I think about it. It's gonna be a little tricky. I think we probably now have to get the man-at-arms now that I think about it. Good news is, he is going for my archer that, well, yes, you probably can kill damn near immediately. It's not as if it's going to be too big of a loss either way. Even with the man-at-arms, shit's gonna be a little bit difficult. I think we could probably take out the walls this turn, actually, but it would cause me to sacrifice my man-at-arms. That is now 2 Domries. That's looking a little bit, a little more dicey now that I think about it. We can at the very least take out the walls, and then, okay, well, this might be a lot closer than I thought it would be. Alright, I think it's time to cut our losses here. Don't want to lose too many military units, just give me everything you own. Okay then. Cede your cities, of course. And there we are. There's peace. Of course, I am a benevolent master overall, just taking his entire economy along with all the cities. But to be fair, he did start it. I just wanted to play a nice, basic, simple game of Sid Meier's Civ 6. Some might enunciate it as Civilization 6, but he decided to test me, and I decided to completely wipe out his peoples. A fair response, as I'm sure most of you will corroborate. Just like that, at around turn 100, we have 3, 6, 9, 11 cities, and 12 cities, excuse me. Maybe even 13. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 cities, excuse me. First guess was right. But now we're going to go ahead and try to secure the Petra for this city, else it's going to be completely useless. Making a good bit of faith, honestly. We could buy the lots for even more science if he spreads Buddhism. Well, it seems he's gotten a little bit ahead of me. He has Buddhism around my entire empire. We do also have Siouans, of course. Probably going to get a builder first just to chop that. Not only that, but he's also got Feed the World. That is actually going to be giant for me, as these barbs have decided civilization is a foreign concept. Whatever the case, ooh, gonna have to get a not so ideal seal on there. That's okay, I guess. But again, overall, I cannot have asked for a better game. So far, we have completely eliminated JF Armin as a threat, number 1. Number 2, we also have completely eliminated anybody else as a threat, just because of the fact that the game is essentially over at this point. We have about 11 cities. We're probably number 1 making science per turn overall, and we are going to be blitzing through the rest of the tech tree. We will, of course, go Merchant Republic, and then just a mad dash for communism. Great person time. We get our great merchant giving us an extra trade route capacity. That's absolutely, well, not really that good, if I'm being completely honest here. We're going to swap there just so I can build an incredible +4 CO1, and then we're just going to get libraries and commercial hubs everywhere. Petra's about 33 turns away from being completed. There's no food here. I don't know, man. It seems like we're a lot more akin to North Korea than the South. We're gonna have to change that. We'll just trade a lot of this stuff, I think. Just get a lot of stuff from Saladin, and then we're gonna buy that tile, and then you are going to work on growing as quickly as possible. I said you are going to grow as quickly as possible. Ancestral Hall just chopped out, meaning I can settle this city in Pyongyang and get a free builder. Also actually going to move Pingala to the city of Mahendra Parvata. I guess anyone who speaks this foreign language, tell me if I pronounced it right or not, but we're going to go ahead, we're going to take that city, and we're going to put him in that city, and that should be 12 population, and after we get the CO1, it should be a lot more science and the like. Dark Age is incoming, it seems, although we probably don't have to worry too much about that. Oh, I have the perfect place to send you. Oh my God, that's going to be a giant amount of science from that great scientist. But after the aqueducts, after all these settlers, after getting a lot of builders as well, I would personally say that the game is not only over, but I think I've massacred this game. In fact, what I did probably put me number 1 in the FBI Secret Service draft, or at the very least the one where they shoot you and install a South American dictator in your place. Overall, though, I mean, Korea's strong. Like, everyone knew. Like, Korea's strong. Korea's one of the strongest civs in the entire game. That much is obvious, right? As we go, I can't buy the watt there. I can buy the watt here, though. Korea's one of the strongest civs in the game, even with my leader ability essentially being about as awful as my Killer Keemstar looking beard that he's got going on. Overall, just Korea's abilities enough are able to make you, as you can see, probably one of the best civs in the entire game. Not only that, but a nice research alliance with Saladin. The second I get those traders out, it's game over. There's our penultimate city, and our final one is coming in due time. Immediately, we do have to get the aqueduct, though. There's exploration, although coming in a little too late. I've already completely massacred the natives inhabiting the land I now own, but it's fine. We can remove colonization and instead probably put in Medina Quarter. I think also Republican Legacy is probably the best move here. We could go Colonial Offices, but Merchant Confederation is so good, and then Craftsman, because we're going to be getting Industrial Zones soon enough. We're in a Dark Age, which is actually perfect for me. Monumentality is going to be huge, and if we could get a Heroic Age, I think that is precisely what I'm going to try to do right now. And there's the final city, the city of Chuncheon, whatever it might be. We're going to take that. We're going to take that one, and then if we could get a Heroic Age in the industrial era. I'm almost at industrialization. My goodness, my science is growing even faster than I thought. Angkor Wat would be really good, I think, right now, though we got to get a trader and get the city nice and strong first. Go ahead and get the Petra right there, just like that. Gongju's turned into an absolute monster of a city. And we will get the corporation here to help the city grow just a little bit. Right now, with my science, with industrialization coming in, with all the potential traders I have, by the time I get these cities up and running, we are going to be the best civ in the entire game. I mean, we probably already are, considering I've almost doubled Saladin science at turn 132. There's diplomatic service and industrialization. We'll now go construction's a good idea. And I don't think Kilwa's, we'll go Kilwa, I guess. We'll get our unique unit because we're trying to get a Heroic Age, and then from there, chemistry and rocketry. And this is what I have been waiting for, Enlightenment, essentially available in damn near every city. We just replace that with Medina Quarter. I don't think we really need anything else. Not too much science right now, but by the time we get all these +4 C1s out, it's just going to be a monstrous amount. And there is our unique unit, the Hlaka. And just like that, we are 7 turns away from a normal age with about 29 turns to the Renaissance still minimum. Walk is an extremely strong unit. Essentially, rockets in the medieval age will completely one-shot anything that lives and breathes, which is fantastic for our goals, of course. That's not good. Yeah, that right there is, well, very much not what you are looking for in a game. We'll go get the market, and I think what we probably have to do is queue up a dam somewhere. I'm building the industrial zone there, so I'm not going to be able to get any sort of adjacency. We'd be sacrificing the CO1 with that, so we probably just have to sacrifice. That's another CO1 up there. Just go ahead and put the dam right there. The pyramids still haven't been built this game. Fuck it. That's just free error score right there. Despite being a Pangea map, it kind of looks continents to me, so I'm going to just probably assume that all the other civs are connected by some sort of land bridge near Cairo. We'll of course send the horsemen over there to go explore and find the final few civilizations. And there's Pussy Lips himself, Ambiorix. That's another civ we can of course use to trade our multiple well, actually Saladin's still providing me a much better deal. And there is the pyramids. You absolutely love to see that. What you don't love to see, however, is that this city is 8 turns away from rebelling. I think I'm just going to get a new governor with civil engineering to deal with that. And another leader, Hungary this time. And we get Poundmaker as well. That's every civ in the game, and despite that, I'm still fistful into their assholes when it comes to science per turn. Pretty much number 1, except I haven't taken any of the 1-turn techs because they're really not important. Overall, though, we are just cruising to victory. And Leonardo da Vinci's probably one of the best great people in the entire game, giving us culture. That's right, culture. From just having workshops. We'll get to Leonardo soon. There he is. Just like that, our culture should probably skyrocket quickly. Free governor title, we'll probably give that to Liang and put it in the city of Hariara. Here, I think the best thing to do is probably trade confederation. We're going to get a lot more out of that as we get more and more trade routes, which I'll actually do right now in this city. Buy like as many of these guys I can, which is probably 4, and then send them towards our science alliance with Arabia. Lots of things happening this turn. First off, we are getting the Anger Watt, giving every city 1 population. The Research Lab, giving us a giant amount of science about to come in and completely turn this game on its head. Envoy-wise, I think the best thing to do is probably just get suzerainty of Vilnius to a certain extent, get as much culture as we can. And there's the Industrial Era Heroic Age, which is exactly the, I guess, word I would use to describe my science output. Now Matthias, well, I guess Matthias is. It's heroically stupid to get 30 science at this stage of the game. Whatever the case may be, we can pick reform the coinage, Heartbeat of Steam, as well as probably 2 arms, giving us a nice casus belli, just in case JF Armin wants more smoke. We'll get suzerainty of Vilnius and probably try to get 6 envoys to Buenos Aires. Also, most of Arabia cities are probably going to look a little more Asian by the time I'm finished with them. He does have some, I guess that's not the best campus spot for us overall, but if we could just take like a few of his cities, we will be smooth sailing rest of the game. We're also going to start getting Ruhr Valley here in the city of Mahandrapata, after the research lab, of course. It's funny how they have to keep a governor just to keep their capital from rebelling. I might be Korea this game, but these guys are definitely role-playing the IRL North Korea. Thing is, I could probably try to get my population high enough to get them to surrender to us if I really wanted to. With rocketry researched right now, I think this is going to be the end of the video. I mean, this game was just a raffle stomp the entire time. There is 0 chance I don't win this game. I have Buddhists, I have holy sites to faith by religions, just in case, like, Korea ends up getting a little too strong when it comes to religious victory. Diplomatically, I'm leading. Domination, no one's close. Culture victory, no one's close. Science-wise, he might have 5 more techs than me, but considering the fact that I have Well, considering computers is going to take me 3 turns to research, I'd say I have them beat in that too. So, again, thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you do enjoy. Apologies for cutting this short. It's just I'm going to be wasting both my time and yours with how do I put this? Well, I can't put it in any way. I've completely dominated them so much that it doesn't even register on this mortal plane. In any case, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.